9-2 victory over Enfield. You must be pleased to get the first win of the season and in such emphatic style as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think what was there's so many things that are fantastic about today, but again, to get our first win, particularly ahead of a really busy schedule this week, in front of a lot of fans as well, it sort of feels like a really nice way to end off August for everyone and for ourselves. But yeah, today had loads of really good positives that come out of it. I think it showed the level that we can be not when we want to be, but when we can be. And I think that was really important today, that we showed how ruthless we could be, particularly in the final third. So that was really positive today.
Yeah, and one of those players who was so ruthless was Olivia Syson. A double hat trick. We're not sure. Maybe Scarlett got one of those. We're not sure, but just how lucky are we to have her at the club?
Yeah, she's been fantastic, and I think what's been really influential about Liv this year is obviously she's contributed a lot of goals already today and over the last couple of weeks. I think that's been great. I think she had a very good start last year, and I think she's shown that she wants to kick on and really do some really positive stuff this year. But she's shown her leadership now as well, really in particular, been really constructive for what she's doing, and it's a real positive on others as well. And I think when you see somebody stepping forward and being that ruthless and being that clinical and not making many mistakes, I think it shows and sets a standard for others as well, and the other teammates can get around that and sort of buy into it. I think that really helps as well, for sure.
Yeah, and well, amazingly, the score was only 3-2 at half time. I don't know, what did you say to make them really kick on in the second half?
And I think that, and as I said to them, it was sort of, look, 3-2, we're in a really good position going into half time, and I think the fact we reacted really well from going 1-0 down so early on into the game and then equalising very early and then going ahead. It showed a good level of mentality and resilience, and I think we stood individually and got counted for as a collective, and I think that was really important as well. And I think, and as I said to them at half time, so look, things are good and they're going in a positive light, but again, just got to clean up and do the finer details and be a little bit more efficient about what we do. And I think then looking at what we did in the second half without looking at the stats, I think there was only a couple of shots we didn't score off. So what we were creating, we were really clinical, and it showed how effective we can be, and that was really important. And that's what we spoke about at half time.
Yeah, and another interesting day for Terry Harvey. She started in goal, but also got on it. Did a fantastic strike. So
yeah, so she's gone from being Raya to Gokres in the space of about 15 minutes. But yeah, I guess just on that, unfortunately Maisie fell unwell this morning and has had to go to hospital. So fingers crossed that she has a speedy recovery, and hopefully that everything's okay with her. So we'll hopefully try and catch up with her later this evening. But yeah, and I think this is what's fantastic about this group, is the togetherness, the camaraderie of what we're trying to achieve together. Is that where we not might rival some of the teams technically as a collective group, but the fight and the social cohesion about us, sort of, we love playing together. And I think what was really important as well is you see that in the goals as well, is that we all came together as a collective to celebrate with the person who scored, but then also the person who assisted as well. And I think we've seen that so much today. And when I spoke to Terry and to Erin, who both, credit to Erin, I guess, for the clean sheet as well, but to both of them, we had the conversation and they said, yeah, no problem. And it's always what we find is now we're putting the team for ourselves. Not that we've ever been like that or selfish, but team comes first always, and we've really seen that today.
Yeah, and Gráinne Kellett was missing from the team after, she finally got around her knee problems, but is that just a short-term problem?
Yeah, very short-term. She'll be back in the next 10 to 14 days with just a very mild hamstring pull, so she'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Amazing. And the Harpenden derby, or the A10, John was calling it, derby, coming up against Harpenden, sorry. Just how important was it to get a result like that today, to go into that with a bit of confidence, and how important would a good crowd for that be to the team? Massively,
and I think obviously being St Albans, we have our other historical derbies, but I guess this is a new one for us, which is great. What's fantastic about Harpenden is looking at what they achieved last year, they done really well. And I think they're going to stay up this year. I think they're going to do well, and I think they're going to kick on and do some really good stuff, and I think that's really important. I think what's also great, we get to see some familiar faces, previous players, which will be great as well, and I think it'll be a really competitive game. But with that said, as you said, Joe, I think the display of the last two home games in particular shows how important what's going on outside of the pitch is what's going on the pitch, and having all those people turn up, and particularly the girls, the ball girls, and everyone around it really makes the environment a really competitive and positive environment. So it's really important. So yeah, definitely as many people as you can for kick-off on Wednesday.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ant. Well done.
Joe. Thanks, mate.